before I get into the Michael Silverman interview with Sam Kennedy, any general thoughts as we assess where they're at here? Is it the winter meetings right now?
No. These are owners' meetings. The winter meetings are typically the first week of December.
So we still haven't hit that big meetings thing.
No, we haven't.
These are sort of other meetings.
Yeah, that's right. And look, typically, I mean, again, I'm telling you something you already know. Years ago, the week leading up to Thanksgiving was a big week because the premier free agents would often sign right before Thanksgiving. They wanted to get it over with. They wanted to pick where they were going to go. You'd see big deals that week, at least a couple of them.
This is when they got Manny and Schilling, wasn't it?
They got Manny at the winter meetings in 2001. Shilling was Thanksgiving week.
Yeah, well, Theo went out for
Very
Thanksgiving.
good, Murray. Yeah. Very good. Mike Messina, for example, was Thanksgiving week. Not that, whatever. We don't need to relive all that.
No, but I know what you were talking about because I usually felt like there was big buzz around Thanksgiving in Major League Baseball.
It would really start to pick up this week leading into Thanksgiving. So Kenny Rosenthal at the beginning of that cut said, no, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. The way I would phrase it is, I don't think you're going to be as disappointed. So now, what degree of that? Because I think fans, when they hear that Kenny Rosenthal thinks they're going to do something, are thinking big. They want big things done. They're thinking Juan Soto. They're thinking some frontline ace. That could come. Like, I would never eliminate that. The Red Sox can do whatever they want when they set their mind to it. So the question is, are they at a point where they're either desperate or motivated enough to do it? That's been the only question. They have the money. They have the prospects. So the question is, are they motivated to do it? That's it. If they're motivated, they can make any move they want. They can trade for Garrett Crochet. They can sign Max Fried. They can sign Blake Snell. They could sign Juan Soto. And I'm not saying all of these things, but there's no move that they can't make. They could do any one of those things. I do question their ability to close deals. So how far are you willing to go? This happened. This was part of the problem last offseason. Guys, like the pitching market last offseason was good. All the good teams needed pitching. So the prices were going to go up. At what point were the Red Sox going to say, we don't care what the number is, we'll outbid you? At no point. So again, they just got, and the other thing is, and I was just saying this to Beetle during the, right before the crossover, the last break, they've let the brand deteriorate, whether they want to admit that or not. So now to get someone to pick them, if Juan Soto wants to go play for a winner, why would he pick the Red Sox right now over the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Blue Jays, the Orioles? I know the Blue Jays had a bad year.
Some silly reason that usually doesn't come in, like he idolized David Ortiz, so he wants to come play where David Ortiz plays.
Exactly. So they've also lost sort of a thing that worked in their favor before.
Well, I'm saying that's the only reason he would pick it.
Well, right, exactly. Because the other thing's gone. It used to be we come to Boston because we want to win.
Yeah.
And you'll pay us. So, we know you're going to be good for a period of time. I don't think people know that anymore. And again, they couldn't get a GM to come in here who was at the top of their list. So why would a player come? They got to work for it now.
So the Globe story, a couple things stand out. So Mike Silverman caught up with him after some meetings. Again, I don't even care what they are anymore. But Silverman writes that Kennedy wants it to be known that the Red Sox are ready to spend. If the Red Sox are unable to snag Soto, a sense of quote-unquote extreme urgency internally. Extreme urgency internally. Murray, just picture yourself really having to go to the bathroom. It's driving the team to spend elsewhere on players who can yank the club out of a multi-year occupancy in the mire of mediocrity. That sounds like a bit.
The mire.
Welcome to the mire of mediocrity.
That's what they've been for years now.
Quote, even if it takes us over the CBT, the competitive balance tax, said Kennedy, referring to the first threshold that stands at $241 million next year. Our priority is 90 to 95 wins and winning the American League East and winning the division for multiple years. So he's directly calling out, even if it takes us over the tax, our priority is 90, 95 wins. There is extreme urgency internally. You've heard this before, obviously. So why is this year any different, Mazz?
because it's coming from Kennedy and Breslow, and they're putting actual numbers on their win total. It just sounds different.
Yeah, because it's coming from different liars, not the ones we're used to.
And you might be right, Murray. So, but again, I think, and the other thing is their farm system is more developed. So they feel like they're going to have cheaper players at the big league level that are just going to allow them to go out and get some other guys.
Last season, when the Red Sox played .500 baseball, they spent $224 million plus, according to Spotrac, and it has some $131.9 million accounted for 2025. So there's some wriggle room there between what they already have on the books and that 241 CBT. A contract for Soto is projected to run anywhere from 12 to 15 years with a total value likely to exceed $600 million. The team already has one decade-long contract on the books with Rafi Devers at $313 million. Could the team afford another mega deal? Silverman asks. Answer from Kennedy. Is that possible? If that's what it takes, yeah, absolutely, Kennedy said. We are investing more than we did last year. We intend to invest going forward. There is an extreme urgency internally to be competing for the American League East Championship and to set ourselves up for a deep postseason run in 2025 without question. The goal is to win 90-plus games and not be worrying about a wild card spot. Next paragraph. The interview was then interrupted in the middle of it by a phone call from David Ortiz.
Ooh.
Kennedy did not divulge what the two spoke about, but he appeared quite pleased by the conversation.
Oh, wow, that sounds super real. Kind of like when you're on a date that you might be sketched out about, but you go on that date, but you tell your friend ahead of time, hey, call me at 8:30 just in case, and the date's not going well or she's gross, and you pick up, you're like, oh, I got to take this. Oh, okay. Put the phone, babe, I got to go. In this case, yes, David? Oh, can you tell me about that, Sam? No. That was David Ortiz, though, guys. Huh?
Give me a break.
Yeah, totally.
Give me a break.
Totally.
So, and again, some of the background, David Ortiz has been out and about with Juan Soto the last week or two. Soto's Dominican.
Yes.
Okay. So, like I said, there's a tie in there. Not just countryman, but Soto, I think, grew up maybe idolizing Ortiz, something along these lines. Again, the countryman does come in. But either way, Soto and Ortiz have been hanging out recently. So now in the middle of Sam Kennedy's interview with Mike Silverman about how there's extreme internal urgency, and we're going over the here comes a phone call from David Ortiz.
Yeah, what timing.
Convenient.
Yeah. Kennedy did not divulge what the two spoke about, but he appeared quite pleased by the conversation.
So, and not to be a total dick about it, because I worked with Silverman for years and I love him, but who does he work for now?
The Boston Globe.
Globe. Who owns the Globe?
John
I
Henry.
can't remember.
Huh.
Linda runs the thing.
Interesting.
Linda runs the Globe. Listen,
Funny.
they've taken the bulk. They've taken it to the next level with some performance art.
Yeah.
Now it's not just Tom Werner saying full throttle. And it's not just Sam Kennedy talking about extreme internal urgency or whatever the hell. Extreme urgency internally. Now they're doing bits.
Yeah.
They're doing
They're doing a setup.
little performance art to drive home the point. How about this? Next level stuff with the Red Sox, Mazz.
Is Pedro? Did Pedro call too? Who else called? Anyone else? Like, I mean, did Veritek?
How did Silverman know it was Ortiz?
Because Sam told him. Because Sam wanted it out there.
Or he mouthed, I got to take this Ortiz.
Either that or it showed up on his phone and it said, Pappy.
Yeah.
And he turned and showed Silverman and goes, I got to take this.
Yeah, big 34.
Yeah.
Ortiz.
And then when he gets off the phone, Sam's like, yeah. Well, Sam, what is it? Oh, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay, so where were we? Oh, my God. You beat... They take next level, Mazz.
No, they're letting everybody know. And look, clear.
Next level bullcrap.
Again, just the mere. Yeah, listen, next level bullcrap is right. And the mere existence of the story. So now Sam's agreeing to an interview with nobody else but the Globe and letting everyone know that there's extreme urgency.
As he takes a call from David Ortiz, after which he's...
Yeah.
Yeah, pumping his fist.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Reggie Lemlin or Rene Roncourt when he's saying the anthem. Yeah.
Really, David? Interesting. He's... Oh. Well, I'm in the middle of an interview, but that's great news.
So now, look, like, if they're doing all this with the intention of not spending, I mean, that's really dumb. Really dumb.
Well, how's their track record?
Okay,
here
but again, the fact that it's not Werner Murray makes me believe it a little bit more because I think Werner, frankly, was just talking out his ass. I really do. My guess is that Werner didn't have a clue what was going on, and he's disconnected from it and just spewed it out and had no idea what the real plan was.
Or he was
Sam
just
and Breslow
overconfident.
should know the plan.
Yeah.
Sam and Breslow, I'm guessing, put together the plan. So again, look, I mean this sincerely. I believe that they want to try.
Yeah, let's sign 100 more nerds that nobody's ever heard of. Meanwhile, we'll put Joe Blow on the team just so he can stand in left field.
I believe I'd like to be a better person. Am I actually working on it? Like, give me a break.
But in their case, they do have a few more things in their favor. They've got some money freed up. They are below the luxury tax, and they can now go over it without incurring any significant penalties.
I think they are going to spend more. I don't think
nerds.
I don't think they're going to spend a lot. I think the days of them going back to being a top 3 payroll as they were for almost a decade, really, that's over. So they're top 12 right now in payroll. Do they climb back into the top 10? Somewhere between 5 and 10? Yes, I actually am predicting that.
Sucker.
But the actual, the full hog, what they used to be, no way.
They spent 40% of their revenues on their actual roster last year. That's going to go up. Yeah.
But I think part of
Flemmy, Jimmy.
But the part of the reason I think you're
Week
seeing
4 of pneumonia.
Part of the reason I think you're seeing some of this is because they know that no one believes him anymore.
No, well, hold on. Murray's getting another call here right now.
Pedro Martinez is on the phone. Really? Listen, Pedro Martinez. I'm in an interview right now, but that is great information. Goodbye, Pedro Martinez.
Sam, what was that about?
Well, it's very interesting. I'll let you know that. Could be good for the Red Sox.
They're so full of it.
Seriously.
Oh, my God.
If you like that clip, check out more videos from Felger and Mazz here. For more Red Sox analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.